This is the last video today, and we're gonna work into back bends. Hopefully you just practiced your inversions, whether that was legs up the wall, shoulder stand, or headstand. Congratulations if you got it for the first time. And from there, we're gonna go into camel. Let me get the sand off my mat a little here. Okay, so I'll show from the front at first, because this is really important to make sure that your knees are right underneath the hips. So your knees are a little bit apart, hip width apart. And here, there's variations of this pose. Toes can be tucked or untucked. If you're a beginner, I recommend tucked. It gives you a little bit more stability. From there, lengthening the low back, tucking the tailbone in, rolling the shoulders back and down, hands to your hips. And then I want you to imagine as if there was a string that was pulling you up from the chest. So you really want to squeeze your shoulder blades down and into your back to help lift the chest up. Then from there, maybe taking one hand back to the ankles. And again, really roll the shoulders back, lift your chest up. You can keep your chin into chest, or maybe starting to look up to the sky. Good, then coming out, same way you came in, hands to your low back. And come on up. And then you're just gonna untuck the toes and sit down. Next, we're gonna work into bridge pose. This is also a progression. As you maybe can tell already, yoga has progressions. So that's why it is all for all levels, just like fitness. There's progressions for every exercise. So we're gonna start with the beginner pose, which is bridge. So laying down on your mat, again, using your core to come down to the ground, pressing your lower back into the mat, rolling the shoulders underneath, just like shoulder stand. From there, you can have your hands on your sides. Feet are right underneath your knees, and you want to make sure they're about hip width apart. Maybe even reach down, see if you can grab your heels here. From there, lift the hips up, working the shoulders underneath even further, and then maybe clasping your hands behind your back. Bringing the weight into the inner edge of your feet will help contract the inner thighs, making sure that your knees don't bow out. Lift your hips up even higher. Again, don't turn and look at me anytime you're in a pose like this. Want to make sure you're safe on your neck. Don't turn, just look straight up, keeping your chin up toward the sky, keeping your neck nice and long. And then release the hands, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Your hips are the last thing to come down. Taking a moment here to rest. Again, pressing your low back in towards your mat. Just taking a moment here. And if you're a beginner, stick with the same version for this next back bend. If you would like to try for full wheel pose, we're going to work into that. So again, if you already know you're not that flexible, I highly recommend sticking with bridge pose, the one we just did. If you want to try to take it up a notch, you can take your hands right outside of your ears and palms flat, fingertips face the bottom of your mat. From there on an inhale, you're going to lift all the way up as I drag my mic back with me. Lifting all the way up to the sky, contracting the glutes here to keep the low back safe. Taking a few breaths here. Or again, you're in bridge right now. And then coming down to the ground, slowly, carefully, back down. And then press your lower back into the mat. Take a few breaths here. And then you can hug your knees into your chest. I don't want you to tug on the legs at all. Keeping your back flat, rock a little side to side. Or if you like, reaching up, grabbing the outside of your feet for happy baby. Again, this is like a low back massage, so really making sure here you're pressing your lower back into the ground. Releasing. Good, knees back into your chest. From there, you're going to extend your left leg. Keep your right knee in towards your chest. Starting to bring the right knee towards your right armpit. I got a nice footrest down here with this rock. It's quite great. But notice here, even this leg is really strong, so I'm not loosey-goosey. Feet are active on the left side. From there, extend your right arm out like a T away from your body, and then bring your your right knee across your body for a twist. You can either look up toward the sky or over towards your right hand. And again, I don't want you to force this knee all the way down to the ground. Let gravity do work here. You're starting to relax. You made it to the end. Congratulations. I'm so happy you joined us for this free yoga challenge. Yoga is something people overlook, and I hate calling yoga yoga sometimes just because it's not about yoga. It's about flexibility and mobility and range of motion, and really just taking care of your body, especially if you work out already. It'll help you live longer, feel better, have more energy. Hugging both knees back in towards your chest. There's so many benefits, even better digestion and skin. I can't even tell you guys how much better all of that is for me since I started practicing. So extending the right leg, again, right leg is strong, flexing the right toes towards your face. And then bringing the left knee in towards your left armpit, hugging the knee in towards your body. From there, you can keep your right hand on your shin, extend your left arm out. Then again, you're going to go into the twist here. So bringing your left knee across your body. Hopefully I don't roll down this hill, I swear. It's pretty close. Either looking up or over towards your left hand. Taking a few more deep breaths. You can even start to close your eyes here. And inhale to come back into center, hugging both knees into your chest. One more rock side to side. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel good to take care of yourself? We really want you to fall in love with taking care of yourself. That's what my yoga teacher always says, and I believe it. We each need to love our own selves for who we are. You were made you for a specific reason. And you are beautiful and amazing just the way you are. From there, we're going to go into Shavasana. So extending your legs, extending your arms, palms facing up, letting your feet just fall to the sides, maybe rolling the shoulders underneath. And then relax. Maybe taking one last swallow here. And closing your eyes. Letting your tongue fall into the lower palate, away from the roof of your mouth. Relaxing your feet, all of your toes, just letting them fall open to the sides. Relaxing your legs, hips, your glutes, belly, letting go of your breath. Just let it become shallow and soft. Relaxing your rib cage, your chest, shoulders, arms, hands, and all of your fingers. Relaxing your face, forehead, eyebrows, eyes, your cheeks, everything sinking into the ground, melting into the floor. This is your time. Just let go and relax. You can stay here as long as you'd like. If If you're ready, you can slowly start to move the fingers and toes. Maybe even reaching the arms up overhead, big body stretch, keeping your eyes closed here. Then from there, you can bring your feet flat, rolling onto your side. Using the lower arm as a pillow here, supporting your head. Just taking a few breaths into your side body and noticing how you feel. It's not always easy to exercise or make the time. So I really want you to give thanks to yourself for showing up today, for doing this video, for doing all the videos before this one. I'm so proud of you. You can stay here again as long as you like. If you're ready, you can slowly start to come up, keeping the eyes closed, coming up with your head last, and sitting in any comfortable position here. Shoulders back and down, sitting up nice and straight, and bringing your hands back into your heart. Again, I want to thank you so much for joining me through this journey. I really hope you enjoyed it. Namaste. See you next time.